Hi guys, I'm back. And today we're going to do a pour with some super springy colors. We're not going to use any white today. I got this inspiration of colors from Ella, and those of you who have been with me from the beginning know that Ella is she is now 11. And I have Ella and Nora, and they're my most precious babies on the whole planet. And we were in the hobby store the other day, and she likes to go and pick out all the fake flowers for some reason. She likes to play with them, and she had picked up this bunch of fake flowers in these colors, and I said, "Oh, those will make a really pretty pour." So we went straight to the paint aisle, got us some paint, and we're gonna do those colors. Now, I don't know if you can see, but these paints, I just mixed them up. So yes, they have a lot of air bubbles in them. And if you're really careful with your torch, you can dissipate your bubbles like this with your torch. But be super careful, because if you do it with a plastic cup, it melts really fast. I have done that before, where I melted a lovely hole and paint started pouring out all over my table. And these cups are paper with a sort of a wax lining, so you don't want to melt that wax into your paint. That would not be real good. But I have said that if you mix your paints the day before and let them sit overnight, a lot of those air bubbles will dissipate so that you won't see them in your painting. And certain paints, not all of them, not even half of them, but certain paints will leave little pinholes in your painting if they have air bubbles as they're drying. Most of the air bubbles in most paints will dissipate as it's drying anyway, and won't cause a problem. But every once in a while you will find a paint that will leave air bubbles. So if you're really worried about that, let them sit overnight. I rarely leave them sitting overnight. I'm way too impatient. Once I mix up the colors, I like to pour immediately. So I will tap my cups on the table. Okay, so try that. Onward we go. Let me give you the colors. This is Anita's acrylic craft paint. Again, I like it because it's really bright colors and really cheap. I only buy it on sale, though. I only buy anything of art supplies on sale. So, if you guys aren't buying things on sale, you should be. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, well, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's and Joann's, they have emails that you sign up for, and they send them out daily, and you get some really good coupons, 50% off, sometimes even 60% off. So I wait till I have the good coupons, and then I go in and spend my money. So we've got the wasabi, which is this green. This orange, deep orange, is mandarin. This pretty yellow is citrus yellow. This is light turquoise. And this is a mixture of the light coral and the coral cove. I was just going to pick one or the other, but Ella said, "No, Mom, it has to be a mixture of these two." So I think she really enjoys telling me no all the time. What 11-year-old doesn't like to say no to Mom? So let me get another pour cup. I have all sorts of cups, but I think we'll just use a regular paper cup like we used mixing up. Now, I don't like these cups only because I can't see through them, and it's like a mental block when I'm mixing them up and adding the floetrol into it. So I don't know how many of you guys out there might have a mental block to weird things, but for some reason these paper cups are a mental block for me. So we want this to be a springy. We're going to start with the yellow. And I have added one teeny tiny drop of silicone to my paints. So as we're going along, I'll just kind of mix these up. Mix the silicone in. 10 little real quick stirs. And I didn't test these out on anything, so I don't know whether they're going to be transparent or opaque. Now, I have a feeling this deep orange, is going to be on the transparent side, as well as probably this green. But the other three colors are going to be on the opaque side. How do I know this? From experience. When you work with certain paints for a while, you kind of figure it out through your pours and through testing them with different colored paints. Now, I will be doing, I've had a lot of questions lately, so I'm going to do a how to do an acrylic pour video again. Hopefully that will come out at the end of the week. So look for that if you guys have any questions. Also, I have another how to pour paint. I want to say it's like video number 1, maybe 193. I don't know how this orange and this turquoise is going to mix together, but we're going to put them together anyway. So check out that video. I'll probably say a lot more in that than I will in the video that I will be doing after this one. Just because I know I was like really well prepared for that video and I wrote down a bunch of stuff, but this time it's just going to be fly by the seat of my pants and see how it goes. Now, as you can see, I'm layering and layering and layering. That is really important. So please, I'm a little afraid to put this green with this orange. Although all these colors together are probably not a great idea. But hopefully, okay, that's definitely enough paint. We're going to slide those over to the side, get them out of the way. But you see how pretty in springtime they are? Now, I hate to say it, and I've said this before, you guys have to have more paint in your cup than you feel like you need for your canvas. Because that way you can get rid of the ugly. And a lot of times the ugly can be not around the edges. It can be, you know, somewhat towards the center, and you really want to get rid of it. So you need a lot of paint to sort of play with. And see, I did that just so we'd have a little more variety. That is all orange and green. Hopefully it will turn. We'll get some more of those colors up. That turquoise did not mix well. Did not play well with that orange, which I didn't think it was going to, but that corner right there is kind of pretty. It's kind of pastel. That orange just kind of mixed with everything. But you can see we've got some pretty cells coming up, so we shall see. We'll torch it in just a second. And I'm just covering my corners because the corners are the hardest for the paint to travel over. They like to go off the sides and not the corner. So let's see what we've got here. Lots of teeny tiny cells, but that's okay. They'll get bigger. Don't worry. And you can already see how much bigger they're getting. Okay, and the closer you get your torch, the tinier your little cells are with this particular paint. But look, we've got some beautiful stuff coming up here. I don't like this at all, this whole section right here. So we're going to probably get rid of a lot of that. I'm not real fond of this. It kind of got bleh. But again, we'll see what it does when it is all said and done. But this section is really pretty. I wish the whole thing looked like that. But we got to get rid of that. So, but again, you know, you want variety. You don't want your whole painting to look just like this. So it's good that we have sort of the blander stuff through here and the bright over here. So we're going to keep that. This is the part I want to keep. So I'm going to pour off that edge first. So make sure you've got your corner catcher ready and hold it against the sides, but not against the corner. That way you'll save your sides. Usually I use a longer corner catcher than this, but I didn't realize I didn't have any long ones left. So this one will be just fine. But you see how it let us keep all of that instead of all pouring off the sides. And see, there's not much left on the table. If I hadn't put the corner catcher there, you'd have puddle here and puddle here. So guys, remember that. And one other lesson. When you're pouring, go from corner to corner and then other corner to corner. It keeps your cells a little more circular. If you like those wonky cells, which sometimes I do, then go, you know, that corner, maybe that corner and that corner. But I like to kind of keep them. I'm trying to decide where to go with this. I really don't like this whole line of cells right there. We've got some really serious caterpillar cells. So I'm thinking we're going to end up going off this corner and then pouring it all down the bottom. Do it a little differently this time. We're just kind of playing with it. That deep orange is serious stuff there. It does not want to go away. It's really deep orange. I'm going to not use the corner catcher again because I want a lot of that paint to go off. Save a little bit of that green. I like that green. Plus we've got a lot of paint on there. We need to get rid of it anyway. Bring it back to the center. That helps keep your cells happy. Now we're going to get rid of a lot more off of this side over here. I'm going to get rid of that ugly, ugly, ugly section of cells that I don't like. There we go. Still feel like it needs to go off a little bit more on that side. There we go. Just need to get rid of a little bit more of that paint and some of that ugly color. There we go. Now it's a happy painting. There we go. We're just bringing it a little bit more back towards the center. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I'm done with it. I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. Okay, so we're going to take our gloves off because I don't want to put paint all over my phone. We'll bring you down for a little close-up of some of these gorgeous cells. I really don't want to torch it, but you can't avoid torching if you just kind of blow on your painting. That gets rid of a lot of cells. I mean, excuse me, a lot of air bubbles. Luckily, it doesn't get rid of a lot of cells. That would definitely be counterintuitive. But it doesn't give the heat to the silicone so that any silicone that's down underneath is going to come forward. You know, I don't want this to turn super busy. And I have a feeling if I torched it now, it would get super busy. Like all of this in here would go away. And I like it. So we're going to leave that. Oh, and you guys were out of focus the whole time. Bummer. And the color is way off. That's not even... Well, let's see if we can get you closer. Okay, I'm hugely bummed that that was out of focus, but I'm going to show you this video anyway, just because the painting has turned out so pretty. But the colors are very washed out. I don't know if it's because the daylight's coming through the kitchen window. I don't know. But I can't even seem to get you in focus. But you can see the gorgeous cells. Look at those down there especially. Just does not want to focus on this painting for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. See, maybe we bring you back this way. Okay, well, I think you guys are in focus now. You can kind of see it. I think, and the color is pretty close. I don't know. It's a little more vibrant and just a little, it's going to sound weird, but the color is a little happier to me in person than it is on the video. I'm sorry I had that out of focus the entire time for you guys. But please check out the links below. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, my PayPal link is below. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so happy that I've got quite a few new subscribers. You guys are coming on board. I hope you enjoy everything we do. As usual, if you guys have any suggestions for, you know, a color palette or a particular type of art, I do lots of different things. Doesn't have to be art pouring. It can be, I just started my hand in oil painting. I've done one oil painting. And I'll show that to you guys another day. But yeah, I can do resin, watercolor, pencil drawing. I mean, I pretty much do anything and everything. Wood turning. So if you guys have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, any questions you have, please leave the questions below in the comments. it may take me a while to get to you. Usually with the questions, though, I try and get back to you relatively quickly. Because I know some of you are out there, you know, trying to do a pour, and you want to get started as quickly as possible, so you need your questions answered. So if I miss your question, please ask me again. I did just discover that there were a boatload of comments in my, I don't know, I don't remember what you call it, but it's like, it's a bin in you know, YouTube Studio, which is what we use to create our videos, where it throws certain comments up for, it kind of flags them. And some of these comments I have no earthly idea why they were flagged. There's a couple of them in there that I understand, but but when somebody leaves a comment that's either all hearts or it's just beautiful with an exclamation mark, I don't quite understand that. So I apologize if I haven't answered all of your comments. I did discover there were a lot in that bin, so I will try to check it from time to time. It does take me a while to get to it, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I'm sorry it was fuzzy, but it was just too pretty not to share with you guys. So I hope wherever you are, you're having a lovely day. Thank you all for watching. See you later. Bye.